Good night, Martha. Oh, good night, Mr. Foster.
I'll tell Mr. Webb. I know who's going to put in the paper. My slate.
Oh, good night, Irma.
Murder, well, you look at that moon. Potato, weather, for sure.
You know, naturally, I didn't want to say a word about it in front of those elders. But now we're alone. Really, it's the worst scandal that ever was in this town. What? Simon Simpson?
Not well.
But Julia, to have the organist of the church drink and drunk year after year, you know he was drunk tonight.
Not well. We all know about Simon Simpson, and we all know about the troubles he's been through. And Dr. Ferguson knows it too. And if he decides to keep him on up in there in this job, the only thing the rest of us can do is just not notice.
Not to notice it, but it's getting worse.
No, it isn't, Willa. It's getting better. I've been in choir twice as long as you have, and it doesn't happen anywhere near so often. I hate to go to bed on a night like this. I better hurry. The children will be up till all hours. Good night, Willa.
You get home safe, Luella?
Oh, it's as bright as day. I can see Mr. Soames scowling at that window now. I think we've been to a dance and let the men folk carry on.
Was a real nice party like this?
You're late enough.
Why, Frankie, they ain't later than usual.
You stop at the corner and gossip with a lot of yams.
Now, Frankie, don't be grouchy. Come on, let's do the moonlight in the video. Isn't that wonderful? What'd you do all the time I was away?
Oh, all right, as usual. What were the girls gossiping about tonight?
Believe me, Frank, there is something to gossip about.
Simon Simpson far gone, was he?
Worst I've ever seen him. How about that, Aunt Frank? Dr. Ferguson can't forgive him forever.
I guess I know more about Simon Simpson's affairs more than anyone else in this town. Some people ain't made for small town life. I don't know how that ends, but the least we can do is leave it alone. Come on, get in.
No, not yet, Frank. I'm worried about you.
She's worried about it.
Well, I think it's my duty to make plans for you to get a real rest and a change. If I get that legacy, well, I'm just going to insist on
Oh,
it.
Julie, ain't no sense in going over that
Frank, you're
again.
just unreasonable.
Come on, Julie, it's getting late. Next thing you know, you'll catch a cold. Now, I gave George a piece of my mind today. I reckon you'll have your lunch time before I leave.
There's always so much to pick up, seems like. You know, Mrs. Fairchild locks her door every night. All those people up that part of town do.
They all get 65. That's the problem with them. They ain't got nothing to fix a burger when everybody knows.
Yeah, now, Rebecca, there's only room for one at this window. You always spoiling everything.
Well, let me anticipate it.
Use your own window.
I did, but there's no moon there. George, you want to know what I think, do you? I think that maybe the moon's getting nearer and nearer, and there'll be an explosion.
Rebecca, you don't know anything. If the moon gets nearer, the guys that sit up all night with telescopes will see it first. And they tell about it. And it'd be in all the newspapers.
George, is the moon shining on South America, Canada, and the whole world?
Well, probably is.
Most everyone's asleep in Grover's quarters. And there's Constable Warren, checking a few doors on Main Street.
And there's Editor Webb, putting his newspaper to bed.
Good evening, Bill.
Evening, Mr. Webb.
Quiet at home.
Yes.
Quiet tonight?
Simon Simpson's rolling around here a little. Just saw his wife moving out to hunt for him, so I looked the other way. Oh, there he is now.
Good evening, Simon. Most of the town seems to settle down for the night pretty well. Good evening, yes. Most of the town's out for the night, Simon. I guess we better do the same. Can I walk along the legs with you? Good night.
I don't know how that's there, Mr. Webb.
He's seen a peck of trouble, one thing after another. Oh, Bill, if you see my boy smoking cigarettes, just give him a word, will you? He thinks a lot of you, Bill.
I don't think he smokes no cigarettes. least way somewhere in 2 or 3 years.
I hope so. Well, good night, Bill.
Night, Mr. Webb.
Who's that up there? Is that you, Myrtle?
No, it's just me, Papa.
Why are you in bed?
I don't know. I just can't sleep yet. Moonlight's so wonderful. And Mrs. Gibbs really good show. Smell it?
Yes. Having any troubles on your mind, have you, Emily?
Troubles? No.
Well, enjoy yourself. But don't let your mother catch you. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Papa. I never told you about that letter King Copy got from Mr. when she was 6. He wrote in a letter, and on the envelope, the address was like this. It said King Crawford, the Crawford Farms, Grover's Corners, Sutton County, New Hampshire, United States of America.
What's so funny about it?
Listen, I'm not finished. United States of America, continent of North America, Western Hemisphere, the Earth, the solar system, the universe, the mind of God. That's what it said in the envelope.
What do you know?
And the postman brought it just the same.
What do you know?
That's all for the first act, friends. Concession will be available for the next 10 minutes for those who want snacks. Enjoy.